People, if you keep your money in a bank account, listen up, your savings could be at risk. The banking system is once again under extreme stress, and after last year's banking crisis, the dangers are clearer than ever. Car loans are defaulting, credit card debt is ballooning, and commercial real estate is on the brink of collapse. These aren't just red flags, they are the sounds of a financial ticking time bomb. But there is a safe and easy way to protect your financial future: gold. Gold is outside the government's reach and safe from economic policies that jeopardize your wealth. Gold allows you to lock in today's value in the face of tomorrow's uncertainty. Don't wait for the next headline, crash, or bank run to act. Inaction could be catastrophic. Contact Noble Gold Investments today and safeguard your tomorrow. As a bonus, they'll give you a free quarter-ounce gold standard coin as a thank you for opening a qualified account. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com to claim your gold coin. That is noblegoldinvestments.com. And remember, there's always a risk when investing. There's no guarantee of any kind. And make sure you get in the description section, hit that link to my new channel, Green's House. Like, subscribe, and share. Scary shit. Unless you have been under a rock with brain damage, you have heard of the horde, the invasion of illegals pouring across our border. These multiple shitholes around the world are hemorrhaging their undesirables into our country. And you would think that a country that is concerned with its sovereignty, that is concerned with the wants and the cries of its people, would do something to stop this. They would seal the border. They would put troops on the border. They would put all their resources on the border to stop this invasion, to stop the people from coming into our country uninvited. There are entire companies built on securing your home. There are entire industries built on making sure that people don't come into your home or on your property uninvited. Matter of fact, in America, you can shoot somebody if they come onto your property uninvited. It's called trespassing. But for some reason, on a national level, that just gets swept under the rug. Trespassing in our country, we don't give a fuck. There is no border. We're all people, man. No one's illegal, man. Well, now we have this. You've heard about places like Illinois who are allowing immigrants to be police officers. Do you know why I pulled you over today? Well, now you have illegals being allowed to carry guns. No, this isn't a skit. Come on now, these late night comedy shows, these SNLs aren't funny anymore. It's not a skit, it's real. A judge has ruled that illegals fall under the Second Amendment. Now, like you, I always thought that the Constitution applied to American citizens, not anybody who's here, but an actual American citizen. You were born here or you became a citizen through legal means, not that anchor baby bullshit. That's not in the Constitution. Just because you come here from another country and squeeze out that little illegal turd on our soil, that does not make them a citizen. But now, if you're here illegally, don't worry, you can protect yourself. You can strap up. So wait a minute. Wait. Like Nate Dogg would say, hold up. You can come into our country illegally, and now we're going to allow you to arm yourself? Oy vey. What? What is that? Let's see. Illinois judge rules illegal migrants can carry guns. Ooh. A federal judge in Illinois appointed by President Barack Obama, aka Big Mike's girl, ruled that the Constitution protects the rights of non-citizens who enter the U.S. illegally after a Mexican immigrant living in Chicago was found in possession of a handgun. You mean an illegal was in Chicago with a gun? Now, to their defense, it is Chicago, America's shooting range. But it doesn't make sense to have these perks, I guess you could call them, like the Constitution, for American citizens if it's for everybody even if they're not a citizen. So then why is it special? If it's for everybody and anybody can have it, it's not special. U.S. District Judge Sharon Johnson Coleman ruled earlier this month that a federal ban on undocumented immigrants owning firearms is unconstitutional and dismissed charges against Heriberto Carvajal Flores, who was arrested in 2020 after violating a federal law that prohibits non-citizens from possessing guns. Coleman ruled that since Carvajal Flores has no criminal record. Thank you. Thank you for coming in our country illegally and not committing a crime. Thank you so much. And the circumstances behind his arrest were not violent. He should not be deprived of his Second Amendment right to bear arms in self-defense. His Second Amendment right. He was charged under Title 18 of the U.S. Criminal Code, which bans non-citizens from possessing firearms and ammunition, or to receive any firearm or ammunition which has been shipped or transported in interstate or foreign commerce. Carvajal Flores maintained that he purchased the firearm for self-defense and protection of property during a time of documented civil unrest in the spring of 2020 during the height of George Floyd protests across the nation. Like I said, I don't begrudge him wanting to protect himself, but you're gonna have to grab a stick or something of that nature because you shouldn't be allowed to own a gun. You're not a citizen. While Coleman previously denied Carvajal Flores's motions to dismiss the charges, he later asked the court to reconsider following the Supreme Court's decision in Bruin, which ruled that New York's law against carrying a pistol in public violated a constitutional right, as well as several smaller court decisions that considered whether people convicted of nonviolent crimes can be prohibited from having firearms. Coleman then concluded that Carvajal Flores's immigration status was not cause to deny him Second Amendment rights, noting the plain text of the Constitution presumptively protects firearms possession by undocumented persons. You think that the founding fathers who wrote the Constitution were giving any thought to an illegal? Carvajal Flores has never been convicted of a felony, a violent crime, or a crime involving the use of a weapon. Even in the present case, Carvajal Flores contends that he received and used the handgun solely for self-protection and protection of property during a time of undocumented civil unrest in the spring of 2020. Additionally, pretrial service has confirmed that Carvajal Flores has consistently adhered to and fulfilled all the stipulated conditions of his release, is gainfully employed, and has no new arrests or outstanding warrants. Well, congratulations for not being a fucking criminal. Like that old bit Chris Rock had in the Bring the Pain special in 1996. I take care of my kids. These are niggas always taking credit for some shit that they should do. I take care of my kids. I came to your country. I haven't committed no crimes. Good for you. That doesn't mean you fall under our Constitution. It's for citizens, not illegals. And how in the fuck did he buy a gun? If you're here illegally, how do you have the proper documents to purchase a firearm? Where did he get them from? You don't have a birth certificate. How did you get a social security number and an ID if you're illegal? Because that's what you need to purchase a gun in this country, which is bullshit. They do everything but take your blood and give you a prostate exam, or if you're a woman, a mammogram and a pap smear to get a fucking gun in this country. How did he get it if he's illegal? And you know, when they were talking to this fool, when he was in court, he probably needed a translator, because chances are if you come here illegally, you're not assimilating, you're not learning the language, you're not learning our customs and cultures. I swear to you, your honors, that I bought the gun to protect my property and my family. Ay, por please, these neglitos, they were burning down the whole neighborhood. So I had to get the guns to protect my family. Por please, don't take my guns. Ay, canta, no llores. What? But to avoid all this, do they fall under the Constitution? Do they not? He didn't commit any crimes. He's a good guy. He's not going to jail. Avoid all that. Send his ass right back home. They don't even have to deal with it. We'd have to spend our tax money for the judge to sit there and go over this bullshit, for us to provide him a lawyer, waste all that time, send him back home. Then we don't have to worry about you falling. What Constitution? You ain't even here. Why is that not an option? Why is sending them home not an option? And earlier today, I was listening to something, and they were referring to Barack Obama, and they said, even Barack Obama was sending people home. He was the deporter in chief. That's actually not true. What he was doing is turning people away at the border and considering that a deportation. A deportation is we find you here illegally in our country, and then we send you back home. We don't have a bouncer at the entrance of the club saying, no, you can't come in. That's not a deportation. That's just basically letting you come in and flip a bitch and go right back home. I wish he were the deporter in chief. I wish somebody could earn that title for real, like kicking in doors, rounding these fools up, hitting the Home Depot parking lot, and going in the back of every restaurant in America and taking these fools back home. But they've established their lives here. They have children and businesses, and they pay taxes. I don't want to hear that shit. You want to come here, come through the front door. And am I the only one that it pisses off to no end when you hear somebody in our country who does not speak English? You ever see that footage of Barack Obama? The people that come here, you need to speak English. Now, excuse me, I'm going to go backstage, and Big Mike is going to get behind me and thrust that large penis into my waiting butthole. And, fingers crossed, he uses some lubrication this time. He said that, not the whole part. But the part about them needing to speak English, he actually said that. That makes me fucking sick when people are in our country and don't speak the language. It's disrespect. You don't even learn to communicate. Hey, por please, senor. How long you been here? 30 years. You been here 30 years and you still sound like you got here 5 minutes ago? Hopefully, this will be overturned. Hopefully, if it makes it to the highest court in the land, they will be like, no, the Constitution only applies to legal citizens, because if not, then it's not special. What does it mean? It's made to protect the citizens of America. If it doesn't protect us, then what is it for? Then it's just a glorified piece of toilet paper. You tell me, damn it. I'll be waiting patiently in the comment section. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link, get to the description section, hit the link to my new channel, Green's House. Like, subscribe, and share. I am Jericho Green. And damn it,